Hello there.
You heard the sound effects, but not me. Might have been a better show. How's it going? How's everybody's week going? And are you ready for the weekend? Just a heads up, we are in a tornado warning around the area. It's not raining right now, so I think I'm okay. But just keep that in mind in case for some reason I lose power. I think we'll be all right, but just to let you guys know, that's what's going on. How's it going, Chris? How you doing? Jason's in the house. What's up, Journey? Crazy Roach, how you doing? Stacy, how you doing? Hello, Betty. Hope y'all are doing well. Much better. Much better. Yeah. I forget to I mute it so that it doesn't reverberate when it's doing the intro because that plays all through the computer. And every once in a while, for some reason, I lose my mind and forget to turn the mic back on. Go figure, right? How's everybody's week going? Gons, what's going on, man? How's it going?
Hello there.
Everybody excited for the release tomorrow? I've seen just so many videos today about it. You guys probably know what I'm talking about. Who's getting in on them? What are you going for? Let me know. Hey, Frank, how are you? Thank you for
Hello there.
popping in, my friend. I am going to share really quick, though. It's tempting. It's tempting. I'm not going to lie, it's tempting. But I am curious who's going to pick up a new one? What color are you going for? I'm a little jealous that Camo Carbon improved that 80s Camo Carbon, and that looks way better than the first version, in my opinion. Yes. Yeah, Mike, there was a lot of videos up on it. Hey, Ron, how's it going? The blue one? You must be talking about the Rosecraft, because there's no blue Lushes out there this go round. That was the last round only. Still a great price. I noticed that your boy didn't get any to sample review on those. I'm wondering if it's because they think that I just don't send enough traffic. So this round, if you use one of your other favorite content creators, why don't you use mine and let's show them that we can really sell some of these. Just a thought, just saying. What's up, El Cap? How's it going? Jason said, I would love the gold dark matter. I'm kind of torn between three of them, to be honest with you. Jim hates the lush. It's based off of their barley design. Did you know that? I'm sure you've heard that. You've probably seen all the content from Lefty where he got inspiration for this one at. Frank says, I at least got three new knives this week. Oh, wow. Yeah, I know, buddy. Hopefully that'll change in the not too distant future. Hey, Ron, how you doing? Yep. I'm kind of burnt out on the Purple Haze a little bit. I think that's probably why I only have one in my inventory right now. I used to have more. But I really like the Glow. I like the 80s, and I really like that Gold Dark Matter one. So those three really have my attention. Um, I sold the Arctic Storm one that I had. I can't remember who asked me for that. I actually have people asking me for stuff currently. One person's like, "Just hang on to it for me." I'm like, "All right, man, all right." Jim, Jim said, "Don't hate, have one." Don't worry, I won't tell Lefty. Oh man. Oh, Journey, what are you looking for, man? What are you chasing? Come on, spill the beans. Are you going after the Nimble? Is that tomorrow too? No, that's Saturday. I think that's Saturday. Arizona EDC, how's it going, my friend? I hope everyone's having a good week. What are y'all carrying today in addition to which lush, if you're going for any? Not even if you're going for any. If you were to pick one up this round, I'm curious, which one would you go for? I mean, I just can't get over. Sorry, I was reading reading the comments along with you guys. Force a habit to not do that when you're used to reading everyone's chats or trying to when you're paying attention. But man, they really did a much better job getting more color into this without it looking, too Chinese carbon fiber-ish. Cat fiber. What in the world? Blade Shooter asking if anyone picked up an Arius and also stating I did not. Pins and Pin Blades is carrying the Case Trapper with Cat's Eye. Was that Corylon? Corlon. Chris has got the Fractus and Microburst in the pocket. John's damn, it's jumping fast. Sorry. John is saying that the Lush is too small for me. Oh, Journey wants a Clydesdale. You didn't get it on the last round? Those hung out for a little while. I'm surprised you didn't get one in the first round. Ron's got the Penyamula, Devo Mash, and Jack Wolf Venom Jack. Frank Moore's got the Immortal Pulse Wave. John just scored a Scout. I'm thinking that's version 2 from Blade Binge. Unless there's a naming convention I don't know about. Crazy Roach has got the Para 3 and Devo Nip. Wield and Carry, what's going on, my friend? How are you? Oh, he's talking about a V2 Clydesdale. I must have missed that. He talked about that this weekend. I don't think I got to get into too many of I think I only got to check out Night's Edge. I think Night's Edge was the only one I was able to attend on Saturday. And maybe G-Ball. I can't remember. Saturday was busy. Oh, the Blue Finch tidal wave. Man, oh man, struggling today, guys. And I didn't even have that many meetings today to where, I'd be tired from talking a lot. Chris is looking to add a PM3 to the collection. What pair of 3 are you looking for, Chris? Is there an exclusive or something that's coming? Just curious. Well, I don't know. I think if I was going for it, I would go for the 80s. I do like there's a seconds. Oh, very smooth jumping on this one. Gotcha. Okay. I just like the way the all blacked out looks when it's not. What did I do? What did I do? Did I click on the wrong thing? I did. I just really like the way that it looks, you know what I'm saying, when it's not glowing, which would be the majority of the time. It would just be late at night, all blacked out. I think that's pretty slick. They didn't have an all blacked out one last time. Chris says he's looking for an S110V version. Gotcha. I know they released some newer things here recently, but I can't really remember what colors they were doing. Sorry, I got to get rid of that for a minute. That bright light on that monitor. I actually was playing with the color settings a little bit earlier, trying to dial it down a little bit because it was like in my face. Hey, Blade Walker, how's it going? Well, I'm going to run through really fast, pass around, and then I'll show what came in new this week. And I'm still struggling with this range bag over here. They're actually, I think they might all be prototypes. So first is the Vivid. This is a Jacob Lundquist design. And it's the first time I've seen a crossbar lock from Concept. You got that raindrop carbon fiber. I think that's still one of the nicer looking older carbon fibers out there. I think it's focusing on my blade bench hat. Yeah, really nice looking. I like the back pocket clip, but again, Concept has those button bolts that are on there, button head bolts. So it sticks out just a little bit. I don't know if you'll be able to really see it, but just wish that they could do that one nested a little bit more or a flat screw or something like that. But I really like that blade shape. And then I guess I would call it um, Raindrop Damascus. Like that's kind of matching. I like these switches, but it is super, super mushy. Like I can't get any ramp up. It's very satisfying to slow roll, but Concept needs to probably pick up QSPs or Kaiser's crossbar locks and check them out to see how to get that lock face geometry down because this is super, super mushy. I was a little disappointed. Now, having said that, it is, I believe, a prototype, so they may be able to dial that in before it gets pushed to production. But it's a cool little piece. Definitely like that one, the way it looks. They could also learn how to do that top liner lock that everybody's doing. That would be pretty sweet for that one. Cool Jacob Lundquist design. I have another Jacob Lundquist design here. I don't know the name of this one because it's not given. It's just called the Proto, or it just says prototype. This one's going to be made by CJRB. This is a smaller guy. Button lock. Tiny little pocket clip. Just a nice companion carry. And they definitely have really come a long ways. Thank you, Ron. I appreciate you giving that. What was that? Member chat? It jumped up so high. Oh, no, it was a donation. I see it. There it is. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Get 2 bones. Thank you, Ron. Thank you, sir. Very kind of you guys. Or kind of you, guy. All right, let me see. Back to threw me off a little bit there. early in the live stream. What are you guys thinking about that one? CJRB, man, they really dialed that. I don't know if you can hear it. There's a little ting to it. Oh, it's telling me to scroll down. Can y'all hear the ting? It's very subdued. I can't get it to do it on that front flip, just on the side. You hear it? It's like a little ting. Very cool little model. All right, last prototype and pass around knife. The rest of them are actually all mine. I actually got a lot of new stuff in. It's cute and can customize easily. Yep, you can dye that jade any color that you want. You could black it out if you wanted to black it out. Echo, what's going on? How you doing tonight? So I am checking out a prototype of Knife's Standard RR3. I really think this is just really fascinating. I know it's a very classy or simplistic design, but what I like about this is it looks like a train car. If you know the story behind Knife Standards, his dad was into trains, passed away, and he wanted to do something in dedication to his dad. And it looks like a, windows here going across the middle. And then the top definitely looks like what I think a boxcar of a train would look like. And he did a good job incorporating that into something that's ergonomically friendly and easy to hold. He did a good job making sure that it was reversible. I love the micro milling on here. That's really good micro milling. Lots of texture on there. I like that squared off pivot too. with the initials RR. It looks really good. And then I really like this blade shape. Now, it is a prototype. It doesn't list the blade steel on here. Sorry, it's trying to focus on my hat. Always forget that. But I believe he's going to be using Vanex Super Clean. And I don't know if the blades are going to come coated or not. I don't know if it's just this version only or if there's other versions of it. Now, it is a prototype. It says prototype on the knife, so I don't have the correct blade steel on here. One of the things that he said is going to be changing is going to be the detent. It is a little light on that front flipper. I would have liked just a little bit more resistance to be able to flip it open. You see I could fail it there, but I really do like this one. And it's very comfortable. It's about the size of like a bug out for me, like a 4-finger knife. I'm pushing forward on here. A little bit more scalloping there would have been cool if he could have given a little bit more, but I think what he was going for is just enough surface for you to be able to kind of choke up on to do any type of push cutting or anything like that. It looks so ridiculous when I hold it up there with my hands. It's not that small, I promise. It's like a size of a bug out. What's another knife you guys would probably be able to equate to? Oh, I got my Militaw. You can see it'll be a little bit smaller than my Militaw because I wanted to talk about Kaiser's dropping their website exclusive tonight at 10 p.m. Back it up a little bit. Eastern time. So trying to line it up this way and bringing it this way. So you can see just a little bit smaller than the Militaw, but not by much, and that's a good size. I think it's a nice size. Oh, you're gonna get one, Ron? Yeah, I have. I had pre-ordered the blue camo carbon. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's Frost. I went with that one because I felt like it would match, and I'm carrying it today in my pouch. I feel like it will match my 9. So I went with that same frost pattern on there, and I thought the milling pattern and the frost would kind of match that a little bit. So just to match it up a little bit, I'm trying to coordinate my stuff a little bit more because if you actually broke my collection out, it looks like I'm just all over the place with the different type of knives that I have. So I wanted to try to be a little bit more selective and coordinate it a little bit better. But let me just share my screen just in case anybody didn't know. We're going over to Kaiser. They have this exclusive version of the M390 Militaw with the 80s camo carbon. You guys know I really love the Militaw. It's definitely one of my favorite models from them. And I wanted to make sure everybody was aware of the fact that that's supposed to be tonight at 10 o'clock, I think Eastern Standard, if I recall correctly. I don't know why they don't have the thing on here, but it's going to be 15% off of the 229 that they normally ask for. So if you get the early bird pricing, it'll be 206. If you're a member of the Facebook group, they posted a discount code on their page to give you an extra 5, so you can get 20% off of that. I think it brings it down to like 199. So just wanted to mention that. Don't like for you guys to miss out on those deals, just in case. Echo, what's going on? Oh, did you join? Echo is a new member. Welcome, my friend. We're so excited to have you. That's awesome. Thank you, bro. They're going to have some other stuff dropping, but I'm going to save that for a little bit later. I kind of want to finish going through the stuff that's coming in. Like the hat, that dark mode hat. Speaking of Kaisers, let me put this back in my pocket. I didn't actually have it out on the table. They also have this clearance sale still going on. And I actually thought that that was such a sweet price. I picked up another sheepdog. So I ordered this about a week and a half ago. $102, S35EN, all titanium. It's just such a good deal. I always forget how close to get. There it goes. It adjusted. Got that beautiful static wash blade. It's actually a very thin blade stock, all things considered. And then just a very sterile, all titanium, just that pivot collar for a pop of color. Picked that one up. I mean, really, it's sold out, unfortunately, it looks like. I just realized that. But 102, for me, it was just too hard of a deal to pass up. Looks like they still have the Hiccup and the Mini Roach out there. If you are looking for a really good deal, you know, those clearance deals when they're clearing out knives that they're trying to get out of their inventory are always really good jobs, really good prices. Hey, Justin's in the house. What's going on, my friend?
Hello there.
Hope you're having a good evening. Chef Rocky, what's going on, man?
Hello there.
Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you're having a good evening as well. Fook, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Hello there.
Guys are rolling in, rolling in, rolling in. All right. So the next knife that I'm going to go over really quick is going to be a new brand from a brand we already know. Tenable Knives. This is the Prometheus, and this is Concept's new budget line. 14C28N blade. You got micarta scales. They also have it in G10. The G10 version is coming in about $10 less than the micarta version. Got that aluminum pivot collar. I think it's painted. I don't think it's anodized because when I just did the disassembly on this after I got it, I noticed there was a little bit of green on the pivot there. But that static wash 14C28N blade is nice. It's got good cutting geometry. It's not great. When I got it, the detent was a little light. So when I took it apart to clean it, I did it right away because I wanted to go ahead and tune it up. But just a little tuning, and it's a much crisper detent now. I also like the fact that they took a page out of Migueron's book, and they went ahead and gave you a milled titanium pocket clip at this price point. Sorry, I slipped down. That's one other thing too. They're using like a slicker micarta on here. Still focusing on the head. There you go. So not as much texturing. What I would love to have seen for the gun stock here is do like cross milled pattern or like a diamond texture right there inside of that gun stock pattern. I think that really would have lent to have a little bit of extra grip on that micarta, or just rough it up, I guess. And you could kind of do that yourself. You get a really rough grit sandpaper and just go over it very lightly and kind of scuff it up, and you can get it to your liking if you don't like how smooth it is. But one thing that was interesting they did on the disassembly of this one, when I did the disassembly of this one, is they actually did the racetracks on the steel liners. So there's no washers on the outside. So the liners, they did a racetrack on them so that they still have the race washers. And I will say on this particular version, it is very, very smooth. It's not a guillotine, but it's very smooth on the close. It's quite satisfying. And it's a great utility blade shape. It is just a little tight for me to get on there. I can't quite get all four fingers. It's like 3.5, but good size. And these are starting at like $50. I think when you look at like what Civivi releases with 14C28N, they're usually 50 to 70-ish bucks. So these coming in 50 to 60 is going to be very competitive, a great price point for them to bring it in at. But I think Kaiser with the Nitro V and some of the knives that they're doing still coming in like right at 50 or a little bit below depending on the materials. It's going to be very competitive in that price point, and I like to see these types of knives come through. And I honestly, when you get to the review, you'll see a couple of little things that I hit on, but I think that Concept is like one of those companies, once they do production runs of these for a little while, you'll see them kind of dial it in and stuff like that. But I thought that was pretty cool to see that. You know, for Tenable just coming out, I think it's a solid release at a solid price point. So if they have some designs you like, I would definitely check them out. All right, the next one that I picked up, and I actually saw this at Blade Show, is going to be just making sure I'm trying to read the comments as I go. I'm sorry if I'm missing anything. Just ask me again if I missed a question. But this is the QSP Vault. And I wanted to go ahead and get the all blacked out version for this one. I think the green micarta was one of the ones that I was looking at with the satin, and I kept going back and forth between these two. And because I did handle it at Blade Show, I wasn't in a huge rush to grab this one, but I am kind of glad I got one of my own, because one thing that I did notice that QSP has done with this one, what are you focusing on, camera? Come on, get it together. I think it struggles with the all blacked out knives, unfortunately. Um, QSP took their time bringing a crossbar lock to the market, and I kind of get why with this one. The glide lock geometry, and I really went into this in my review video when I was recording it. I haven't edited it yet. Is that they really have dialed in the geometry. And what I've noticed with them on this one, I'm going to do my best here to show this to you guys. When you look at, you see the knife in the open position, that glide lock bar is all the way as far forward as it'll go. It can't go any farther forward. When you see it in the closed position, and I know that's upside down, let me do it right side up so you guys can get a good view of that. You see it also is all the way forward. What they did with theirs, a lot of these lock bars that you'll see, I got to make sure I get the direction right here because I don't want to say it wrong. Yeah. So what it's overcoming is back on the back side here. So on this side here is where the cutout is for the bar. Instead of angling it this way, which a lot of companies do so that it's not difficult to overcome, QSP, like what you see on the clutch lock, they went straight up and down. Watch how far it has to move that bar back. I'm going to try my best to let it focus. Watch how far that bar moves back. You see how it goes all the way back? So it has to fully disengage in order to overcome that. And that truly gives it, I don't know how else to describe it, but it makes it feel like it's a detent ball. It's difficult to overcome. It's not easy. You got to put some power into it, and you can ramp it up, and it absolutely fires. I would say that this is, as difficult as it is to differentiate, this one is the best crossbar lock I've ever encountered. It actually makes it feel like it has a true detent. It feels nice and crisp. It has solid lockup. I love that it has these bars. They actually are like bars or tabs, if you want to call them tabs, that make it feel like it is very easy to disengage. They're nice and textured. They protrude slightly. So they got a lot right with this one. But I would say with this model, if they all feel like this, which I imagine because of the geometry they do, this one's actually better than the clutch lock. And you guys know I love the clutch lock. I have said for months on end for the last year that Kaiser's clutch lock is the top of the hill when it comes to crossbar locks. If you want a crossbar lock because they're strong and you like the idea of the crossbar lock, the clutch lock till this day has been tops, but really QSP has kind of jumped up there, and CJRB is doing pretty good geometry too, but I would still say it would be QSP Vault, Glide Lock, Clutch Lock, and then CJRB and Vosteed would kind of be right there at that third tier down for clutch locks. But this is awesome, man. It's super comfortable. The scales on it slightly contoured. So it's really, really nicely done. QSP here, they are using button screws, but what they did is, let's see if I can get it on camera. They recessed it or nested it in there just a little bit so that the screw doesn't stick out. So it all comes out looking flush, even though you have that screw head on the top there. They kind of recessed it. Sorry, nested it. It was not the right word. They recessed that a little bit. But this is really, really nice. All right, let me see. I'm going to catch up on some of the chat here. Ron has the Vault and he likes it. Yours feel like that too? Like you can't tell the difference between this. This actually might be stronger than some knives that have a detent ball. That's how good mine is. Mine is very stout. Very stout. Like if people ask me what crossbar lock knife I recommend, it's going to be the Vault. Check out the Vault, and then it would be like the Drop Bear, or Escort. Trying to think of what else I've touched from Kaiser that's really good. Pretty much all of their crossbar locks have been really good. But this one has really taken the lead for me, and that's impressive. I also like the fact that the build quality on here is really outstanding. Like QSP has always had good knives, but their transitions from the aluminum bolsters to the micarta is seamless. There's no flaw here at all. They have good feeling micarta. I'd probably say Kaiser's still has a little bit better micarta on there, but this feels good. And this, when you compare these two knives together, the Volt, you can see it has more white on it. So that lets you know that it's a little bit more roughed up. So it's got more texturing and more grip to it. That's the only thing that I can really point out to let you know that it really has some good grip to it. The Lamer Pinto? I don't know that one. Not much of a crossbar lock guy. Willing to give new Kaiser Mystic clutch a try though. Yeah, Kaiser's clutch lock is really good. The top liner lock is really good. You know, they didn't rush to get theirs out, and I think that's why it's so good. This is really good. I've had it for about a week, and I've just absolutely been enjoying it. I waited till today to actually do the recording, so I got it last Thursday, so a little bit over a week. Man, it's good. It is really, really good. Jacob Lundquist is a cool guy also, so I really like to support him. But it is a night and day difference between these two locks, man. This lock, you wouldn't, if you asked me to deploy it without really paying attention or looking at it, if you could do that, I would think this had a detent. If you asked me to deploy this, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's a crossbar lock. So they really need to, and this is prime example of what I was talking about on the Volt. You see in the closed position, the crossbar is halfway open versus when you have the knife open, you can see it's almost all the way forward. And that is because on this particular lock, they angled it. You see how it's sliding backwards? I can't show you that on the Volt because of the black, it won't show that, but it's angling backwards. Let's see, I thought I had it a second ago. Yeah, you see how it's angling up? And then when you go into that closed position, see where that lock is now? There we go. See how far forward it is versus when you close it? It's like in the middle. And you just see how easy it is to move that. I don't know if you can really tell because you're not really pulling at it. But this one here, you see how it pops out because it's so hard to pull. So it takes me a minute to pull it out. I wonder if you can see now because it's going to be too dark, I think. But you see how it's straight up and down? It's right there. You see how it's more straight up and down? There's no angle to it. It's that simple to me, the lock face geometry. Anyway. Hey, KC, how you doing, my friend?
Hello there.
Hope you're having a good evening, sir. Hope you're dry. When I saw you with the jacket on, I was like, wait, where are you at, man? Did you go up north somewhere? I was like, it's wet, but it ain't cold. That threw me off. I caught like the very tail end of your vertical live, man. So sorry I missed you. Mini Grouper is a banger, man. It's my favorite budget Kaiser. So for me, the Militaw is my favorite, more premium Kaiser. And if they actually made a Mini Grouper that was a premium material, it actually might take over everything for me from Kaiser. That's how much I like that knife. Really enjoying it a lot. And then the last things that are in, don't forget Lush tomorrow, guys. If you're gonna buy, consider using my link. I didn't get to check any of the prototypes out, and I think it's probably because I didn't generate enough traffic last go round. So if you're thinking about it and you want to, JDTPK will save you $5. My link is down below for sure. I don't like the Chris, don't like the scales on the Mini Grouper. I think they have G10 and they have laminate carbon fiber, do they not? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. I think they have both. Oops. Sorry, that was fat finger twice. Yeah, so they have, this one is G10. It's textured to look like micarta. And then this one here is the laminate carbon fiber version. So you see it says fancy G10. It's just they did a pattern on it to make it look like micarta instead of making it look like G10. So it's very grippy. But the other version of the Mini Grouper has the laminate carbon fiber on top of G10. A lot of people have told me that they really like the little bit of extra weave bump that's on there because it gives grip. But I actually heard from one or two people that said that theirs were slick. But after they cleaned them, it took away the slickness. So I'm not sure if like the oil they threw on the blade somehow got on the knife or something like that. But they have both versions. And, you know, for the money, I think it's an absolute great deal on the knife with that lock. Yeah, they do. They have really good button locks, for sure. I feel like everybody, for the most part, has really improved their button locks. Like just messing with this prototype from CJRB, I can't believe how stout that one's dialed in. Yeah, Veritas is sweet. They got a couple of those too. Wait, it is the Veritas that I'm thinking of here, right? Yeah. Oh, they got an Ultim one now? I didn't know that. Oh, it's not yet here. I wonder if our boy Cole is going to pick that one up. I really like the blacked out version on this one. I know it's a little bit more expensive for the all blacked out. You know, it's only $6, but I think it's kind of cool looking the way that it's blacked out like that. It looks like it has that diamond coated DLC on there too. Lightning and a square pivot, diamond textured grip on it. It's a really nice looking model. Yeah, I like that one a lot too. Well, Chris, my hope is that they're waiting until they dial it in properly. I think the collab with Zach, isn't that a crossbar lock from Civivi? I could be wrong. Let me use my link to go to their website. Let's see here. I think, and maybe it's still a prototype, but I thought that they did a collab with Zach for one that's a crossbar lock. Maybe it hasn't released yet. Can't remember what it's called. Let's see, Knife Awards. Here it is. No, that's not it. Was it the Cindy? Maybe I'm confused. I could have swore. Oh, here it is. It's right here. So this is the one that, yeah, Zach Whitmore, they collab designed. I don't know if it's out yet, but it is hollow ground, sheepsfoot blade. You got a crossbar lock here and then reversible deep carry pocket clip. So hopefully they did a good job dialing that one in. I know they're late to the game, but I prefer when companies take their time releasing stuff, which is why I'm glad Kaiser didn't really go out there and try to release it as soon as the patent ended. They waited and dialed it in. So really, really cool. Oops, sorry. Talking about the Mini Grouper Echo. Yeah, yeah, it looks sweet, man. It looks sweet. It looks sweet for sure. Let's go back. Main camera. I want to show these last these last two together at the same time, and then we'll take a look. Something was delivered, or some notification happened. Let me make sure it's not a tornado watch until 7 tomorrow. All right, guys, if I lose power, I'm real sorry. I'm letting you know now. I had multiple warnings come up for tornado watches. All right, Yonder. Thank you, Crazy. That's exactly what it's called, the Yonder, because he's a wanderer, and I think that's how they came up with a Yonder. I think. I could be wrong. These two, I know the Lush is coming tomorrow, but the week after that, the Nips are coming. And my video is slated to drop on the 14th, because these drop on the 15th. It's going to run through all the brands best I can. I mean, all the variants, not the brands. The best that I can. And where to get them and where my codes will work for you to save a little bit of money on these. So just like the Lush tomorrow, JD TPK, it's going to save you $5 on the exclusive version of that, or exclusive version. It's not a version, the exclusive model of the Lush. It'll save you $5 on the exclusive version of the Nip Light when they come. So this one here, 154 cm. Aluminum scales on all models except for one. They do have one G10 version. And I'm sure Kevin has gone over these. Tonight I expect he's going to really focus on the Lush because that's what's dropping tomorrow. But I was grateful to be able to get these to check out in advance, to spend a little bit of time on them, collect my thoughts on any differences. And as much as I really loved the premium version in S90V, to me, this just makes a little bit more sense because the aluminum ends up coming out feeling like titanium to me. You're still getting all the titanium hardware and accents on this one. Save the pocket clip. Pocket clip is wire, which helps them save a little bit of money on the cost. And then you're getting upside down. You're getting 154 cm, which I think is an excellent steel for this little fifth pocket companion knife. And I really just like the way that they milled out the scales here. I think it's the same milling that they did on the original, but it just really pops with this coating that they threw on the aluminum ones, man. I think it looks fantastic and just absolutely dialed in. I mean, just works. It's so crazy how this little knife works. These are my two favorite versions. The Devo website will have the gray coated with the purple, and then the Blade-Bend version. I will say that Ultem version really did speak to me, even though I prefer blacked out hardware and black blades with the Ultem over the satin. I just think it looks a little bit cooler. But these came out awesome, and I'm glad they did a dark mode version. I just think it looks really, really good. They did a good job. I've carried this one a little bit more than that gray one. The gray one I had in the pocket today, I've had this one in the pocket 2 different days prior to that. But they just did a really good job. You know, Kubi just kills it on these OE projects, and it is really, really good. Blue Nip, huh? You're going to get that one from White Mountain Knives. Also, code JD4EDC will save you over there. I'm pretty much covered for the Nip launch. Believe it or not, I got you covered. I'm not saying I'm covered. I have you covered. So whether you want the blue one, the blue aluminum, which is beautiful, it's a very pretty blue, JD4EDC, save you over there. Blade-Bend, JD4EDC will save you on the dark mode, which this has some blue in it there, Jim. I mean, it's not all blue, but it's got some blue in it. And then if you want the Ultem version, JD TPK, and also tomorrow when that Lush drops, JD TPK will save you over there as well. And the Devo website, JD4EDC, will save you on those exclusive versions, which this is one of. This is a Devo Knives exclusive. This one, the black G10, and the purple aluminum will be at Devo Knives specifically. Also, if you want extra hardware to mix and match, or you want the what did they call it? Was it the Mokatai or Zerkatai? I think it was Zerkatai. That one will be exclusively sold at devoknives.com, so my code should work for that as well. I believe. I believe. The gray. Are you talking about this one? Oh, you're telling me to sell you my gray one? No. No. I love these two. Actually, I was going to show it to my wife later. Because I really want to keep the dark mode one, but I was going to show her this one because it's something I think that would be a good size for her to see if she was interested in it. Right now, she has her honey badger knife and it sits on the bill pay station and she uses that to get into Amazon packages. And then she carries two different versions of the Cadet. One's the clear pink scales, and then the other one's the very light pink A-locks. And they're a little small, but it does what she needs it to do. But I was wondering if she'd be interested in having something like this in her purse. I think it would be durable enough. And I think it's got some colors that may interest her, but she hasn't been much on the detent knives, folding knives. So we'll see. I'll show it to her and see what she thinks. And then if not, it'll definitely stay in my rotation. Actually, I plan on putting it in here and taking my power pint out of here. I actually will probably leave the power pint at my desk because that's where I find that I really use it. And I have a multi-tool my brother gave me that I keep in the car or the SUV. And then I have a multi-tool that my son gave me that's in my bug out bag. So I kind of have them all in all locations if I really needed something. I shouldn't be anywhere without it. I think my wife's car doesn't have a multi-tool, so I probably need to get it there. That's right, I got you covered. Oh, new member. Thank you, sir. Welcome, welcome. Man, that's longer than I remember it. Kind of, sorta. So she's officially told me after going to Blade Show Atlanta twice that she doesn't think she wants to go back next year. She said it's not as much fun for her to kind of follow me around, poor thing, and watch me do interviews and stuff. And then we've adventured a lot the last 2 years that we've gone. So she hasn't really found that there's a lot to do for us afterwards. So she said she may skip next year, which I totally get. But she does, she listens to me talk about stuff. I think she finds the names that people choose interesting, sometimes good, sometimes she finds that they're silly or don't make sense. Um, but I think there's some other things that I'd like to do with her. I'd like to get her to give her input on her honey badger knife and let me know what she thinks about that. Also, I'd like to see what she thinks about the cadets. But there's some other things that I think I'd like to incorporate her in just because it's fun. And I think she has fun doing that with me, even though she knows, I know that she's not super, super into it like I am, but interested enough to be able to kind of participate and do some of that stuff with me. So she's a wonderful woman, very patient, and supportive of the hobby that I do, which I gotta say, it's nice to have that in your life for sure. Blade Walker said, "That's because you're special." Well, I'm glad you did that too, because it reminds me, I think I have not given out any yet for August. So let's do it. Let's see who's getting some free memberships from Papa JD. Let's see. Brian Kerr got a new membership. Marco got a membership. Jay got a membership. What's up, Jay? Fook got a membership. Welcome back, sir. And Crewwear is the best. Got a membership. Welcome back, sir. Welcome, all my new members. So glad to have you back. Glad to have you back. Or have you join in for the first time in some cases. That's funny. It showed me membership sponsorship. That's funny. Yeah, I definitely don't force it on her. She actually asked me to order that second cadet for her because she actually has found, you're welcome, man. she has actually found that it has been helpful for her to have that cadet there, cutting off tags, loose string. She mentioned the other day there was something that she needed to cut while she was in the office, and she pulled it out and used the little tiny scissors, I think, on there as well. Ah, KC giving a membership. Thank you, sir. Who got his membership? Blade Shooter. Blade Shooter, welcome to the members. I appreciate it. You'll get exclusive early access to videos, and there's other stuff that will be going on. We got to talk about what we're going to word it as when I do giveaways for members, but it's not going to be what we worded it before because KC brought that to my attention. So we got to change a little bit on how we're going to be doing that. And he gave another one. Oh my goodness. G-Ball given a membership. Welcome back, G-Ball. I think that's my only issue with using OBS is I can highlight the gifted membership, but it doesn't show me the comment of the person that got it in there, and I'd love for that to be able to happen. Yeah. Oh, Crazy said, my girlfriend listens to me and actually knows quite a bit. She's a lefty, so I'm thinking of getting her something small and left-handed. Concept does a couple of lefty knives, but I can't remember if they're small or not. I mean, you could always do a Devo because they are, ambidextrous for the most part, and they do bolster locks. But if you wanted to do something nice, you could always do a small Sabenza. They come left-handed. Yeah, Greg is listening and lurking. That's all right, man. I appreciate him coming in and hanging out. He's probably hanging out with his family and doing stuff. All right, let's do a couple of site check-ins because I have not had a chance to check in here lately, and I pulled it up earlier. I don't think there'd be any. Yeah, no, there's no difference. Viper Knives, Onoro. How do you say that? Oh, they got an Ultim scale version. What is the steel on this? Yeah, look at that Ultim. That's sick how they did that. Crossbar locking knife. CPM Magna Cut. Huh? What? Anybody else heard of this knife? 3.74 ounces, 7.125, so a little bit smaller. But yeah, a little bit smaller, 7.125. Blade to handle ratio looks pretty good on it too. Wonder who the OE is. It just says Italy. Don't know that one. Have you guys seen that one? Know anything about it? The Bleeker, I know that one's going to be coming for me to check out. I mentioned this in a post the other day. The Voodoos are out here. If you guys are definitely interested in that, feel free to use your boy's link. I forgot to share this before I went to Blade HQ. Oh, there we go. Copying hyperlink. And we'll paste it in here. If you guys want to head over there and do any shopping, feel free to use the link to let them know that I sent you. We got the green micarta, but it looks more tan, does it not? Or natural. That looks more like a natural in the picture. Doesn't look green to me. Does it look green to you guys? M390. This is the most affordable version coming in at 360. And then the rest are definitely up from there. They only have the purple haze, the dark black carbon camo carbon, and then the black weave left. Oh, there's some standard issue MSIs in stock. Excuse me. There's a Stitch, which these sell out even faster than the MSIs now. They got the fluted aluminum here. I think it's funny how they decided to go at $301 for this price. What the heck? Yeah, Casey, it definitely looks like a natural micarta. It doesn't look green at all to me. It just looks like, like micarta before you dye it. I'm not sure if that was a miss, or maybe it's just washed out because of the lighting for the picture, maybe. All right, we've seen all these, so we are going to jump over real quick and see. Oh, they got some MSIs over on GP knives. I hadn't seen the orange with the two-tone blade before. That's new to me. Cypress Creek Knives Customs are out here for those into the fixies. I got some really nice colors. And Buck 838 to deploy blackout automatic knives. I've not seen the blade shape on that Warncliffe one, but it actually looks pretty sweet. Got some more fixies. I think I've seen these before. Yeah, I've seen all these. So not too much new here. Yeah, I was going to say I remember seeing the Benchmades on here as well. And then I didn't pull up Blade Bench. I wanted to do a little used knife shopping. How did I not pull up Blade Bench? Let's go to Marketplace. Oh, they're already advertising the NIP. Concept Knives Kratos frame lock. That's a bolstered lock. Oh, there's a premium Pony Stout 135 out here. If you didn't pick one up and you want to get one at a discount, that's not bad at all. Oh, my links, my link tree is blocking me. Looks like the micarta on the Camino. Is that actually green on there? Like, have you seen it in person and can tell that it has like some? It's like a faded looking green. Oh, we got a couple of CTS 204P, which is like 20 CV, and the 15V Shaman. Those are still going strong at 350. I don't even think they were that much new, were they? Oh, here is a discounted MSI with the G10 for 199. Actually, is it discounted? Where did that MSI that we saw over here go? Oh, they got the Revel over here now. I liked the Revel. Didn't they have an MSI over here? This makes me think of Sharp by Design while we're here talking. Doesn't it kind of make you think of like a spear pointy type Evo Typhoon? No, Tempest, Mini Tempest handle. That's what it reminds me of. Kind of in this area down here, and the way that it kind of curves back up makes me think of the Mini Tempest. What's the blade steel? Magna Cut. Man, we're seeing a lot of Magna Cut hitting here at the end of 2024. Is this Best Tech made? It doesn't say. They don't go that far into it. No, Max Ace. What am I talking about? Best Tech made. Max Ace. I wonder what they're doing their heat treat at. Didn't we see an MSI over here? Was that GP Knives? That might have been GP Knives. Am I still on page one? Oh, 251 for the OD frag green. Okay, so it is a little bit cheaper. I got a lot of tabs open here. Let's close some of these down. Oh, it does. It's a natural micarta. Hey, Kathleen, how you doing?
Hello there.
Hope you're doing well tonight. Yeah, it definitely looked natural to me. Koenig Mini Arius 725. That's actually not an awful price for an Arius on the secondary. Why won't it let me look at it? Okay. It's a very interesting pattern on it. I've never seen that pattern before. Definitely doesn't look like it's a, it says excellent condition. I've not seen this pattern before. This is a no choil. I'm sorry, no flipper. I don't know about excellent because I'm seeing what looks like some snail marks on it. And it looks like it's a little worn around the edges a little here, unless it's been stonewashed and I'm just not realizing it. But that's not the worst price I've ever seen on one. There's not a lot of detail here. Oh, yeah, recently sharpened? That's not, well, he's not saying like new in box. He's just saying excellent. So never mind. I'm gonna take back my objection that I was just about to have that I didn't have. $430 Jaeger M out here, like new in box. I think those were like $3.99 new. I could be wrong though. Oh, some of these prices crack me up, guys. The relative out here for 325. I think they were 330 new, 335 new. It's a little high for them on the secondary, in my opinion. Got another 15V, but this one has at least additional scales for 350. That's not as awful. You're getting a second set of skinny scales. Got a Rosie out here, Chavez Scapegoat out here, Pyrite. Anybody seeing anything interesting? Well, Spyderco Manix 2 and Rex 45 with what looks like skinny scales. I just don't know who might be making that one. Does it say? Yep, Applied Weapon Tech. That's a good deal for the Rex 45 with the scales on it. Because I think the scales are like 100, and I think the knife itself was 140 bucks. So you're getting a pretty good deal considering it's all packaged together. Here's a Stitch Ramlock, 280 if you don't want to pay the 301. Black. Oh, is it always that sharp at the scale back there? Or is it just that angle? I guess it's just the angle. Oh, you can really see it here. No, that's the front. I guess it's just the angle. Is this aluminum? Yeah, black aluminum. So if you want to get it at a little bit of a discount, if you don't want to pay 301, Blade Bench has got you covered. Wow, I haven't seen a mash out here in a long time. Kaiser Milita, aren't these on the site right now? Can't you pick it up right now for less than that? Oh, it's sold out again. Man, it was out here the other day when I looked at it. I mean, you're getting it for 219 directly for them. I would not pay $250. That's too much. I mean, you're getting great materials, don't get me wrong, but if you can have it for 219, why would you pay 250? Especially if you just wait until 10 o'clock tonight and get in on the pre-sale for the version that's coming soon for 206. And if you're a Cares member, you get, instead of 15% off, you'll get 20% off. I don't know if it's limited. That's the only thing I don't know if it's like a limited early bird exclusive, like you need to be on here to get it. Um, but I certainly wouldn't pay 250. Chris says, I got a mash in my cart. Hopefully it wasn't the one that I was just sewing, man. You might need to check out. Yeah, Paul, unfortunately, oops, there is a little bit of price, well, not a little bit, but there's a fair amount of price gouging happening. Some of the prices are pretty reasonable. So like these knives, these standards, I think they were like 299 or 350 brand new, so that's pretty good. You got a couple of TRMs here. I think these are usually like 230, 240 for the knife brand new, and that's with the micarta. So if that's Ultim, they're even more expensive. So you can find some good deals, but I think some people try to either take advantage or they price it like they have the only version of the knife. There's a mini FSD for $850. That's probably table for that knife. Might be $7.99. I really don't know, to be honest. There's a version 1 growler out here. Pyrotek Kraken. Those are $2.99 brand new. So those are coming in at $260. Or there's one for $260. I shouldn't say those are coming in. There's one out here for $260. Oh, Voodoo Knives Purple Haze for $435. My friend. They're 400 brand new right here on. What are you doing, man? Really? You're asking for $35 overpriced and I can buy it right now on Blade HQ for table. Ay ay ay. Paciencia. All right, let's see. We got a couple Tucsons. We're about 6 pages deep. This is how long it's been since I've been out here to shop. I've had so much to do. Oh, I've never seen the Kingsfisher. Remet's got some really cool models out there for sure. Zero Tolerance 0462. There's a 050 out here. Two 050s. Did you list that knife twice and not realize it? That seems odd. Importunacious, that was out here last time. So I've seen everything here. Let me just go back here for those that weren't here earlier to remind you the Lush is dropping tomorrow. We're 17 hours away, a little bit over. JD TPK will save you $5. So definitely make sure you use my link to head over there and pick one up if you're gonna grab one. Sounds like they really really dialed in the detent a little bit more from what it sounded like on the video. Just keep that in mind. I think a lot of people are trying to make up for the 7.5% fee on Blade Binge. How much is it to sell them on eBay? Does anyone know? Just curious if anyone knows. Oh, I knew I had to go here, here. Let's close this, 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 and I just need this. And you guys know what time it is. 7 o'clock. What do I typically do? Or try to. I can't always, but what do I try to do on at 7 on a live stream? I try my best to do these. Anybody know what I'm getting ready to do? Oh man, Austin's in the house, or Traditional Pocket Knives is in the house. I was just talking about the Lush dropping tomorrow. You just missed me talking about it. 10%. LCAP said it's 10% to sell on eBay. So 7.5 isn't awful. I think they include shipping for free, right? All right, guys, you got to be present to win. US, continental US shipping, 18 years or older, got to be present. Want to drop it in the comments. You have until 7:12 to enter. That'll give you 2 minutes, and then I'm going to draw the name. And let me show you what I'm giving away. From my personal collection, can't get them anymore. The 20 CV all titanium October with the fold over titanium pocket clip and multi-row skiffs. This is going to be going away to a lucky winner tonight. Anytime, my brother, I'm happy to help. I don't think it'll need me help. If the first batch was any indication, I think these are going to sell out really, really fast. What is up, Jay Dizzle?
Hello there.
How you doing, sir? Oh, I forgot to pin the comment. That might help. Pin this message. It's been a day for me, man. I'm struggling. Pocket Candy Randy, welcome. Mike says, you got to be here. Ask me how I know. Hey, man, here's your chance at redemption, my friend. You just got to be here and enter to win for a chance to get this no longer being produced Kaiser October. It's a shame, too. I found out about this model a little too late. I really like this one. This is a great model. Seems like they did a good job on their 20CV. Got that multi-row skiff bearings. Super buttery action. Great detent, too. El Cap's got C. Reisner linked there if you'd like to subscribe to their YouTube channel. Make sure you click the bell and make sure you get all your notifications. Anisso, what is up, man? Made it from the meeting. Glad to see it. Does the October have the textured titanium? Yes, it does. I don't know if you're listening and lurking or you're watching. It is pinned in the comment. Keyword is lush. I pinned it a little late, but it should be pinned at the top of your screen. John, I'm sorry. I was talking to John and I didn't even highlight him. I'm multitasking, unfortunately. Very cool. Did you get your comment in, John? I can give you an extra second or a minute. Let me know when you've finished making your comment, John, when you get back so I can go ahead and go. I'll give you one extra minute because I have 7:12 now. So we'll do it at 7:13. I'm sitting here flicking the prize knife. Let me flick one of my own. Actually, I'm gonna I was checking out, I don't know if you guys got here or not to see the RR3, but this is the prototype. Knife Standard sent it over for me to check out. And it is a really cool knife. I went ahead and put in for the Frost, Fat Carbon Frost, that Jay Dizzle has had to correct me on like 3 times now. And I did that because I wanted it to match my 9. I wanted it to match my 9 and my Chill Vibes QSP TPK traditional hedgehog. Got a few of those in the collection. Few of those traditional pocket knives exclusives. Ron, you back? I'm going to go ahead and draw, my friend. Oh, Don. Said Ron. John's back. Okay. Let me go ahead and share my screen. We are going to drop the link here. We're going to fetch and keyword, no replies, lush. And I need to spell it right. Lush. All right, 25 comments. 3, 2, 1. Gary. Oi, PJ. Who are you here, Gary? And congrats. I can never tag your actual handles, guys. Oh yeah, it matches. Your icon matches. Your icon matches. Congrats, congrats, congrats. Okay, If you look in the description of this video, you'll see my email address. You can email me, or if you follow me over on Instagram, you can message me over there. I just need the name and shipping information. As soon as you can send that to me, I'll get this out to you with a little bit of extra swag. Thank you guys for all the support, and great opportunity tonight for a really cool model. Got to try to think of what I'll be able to do for next week. Next week will be the last live that I do. Potentially may have to cancel. It depends on how much I've been able to pack. I'll finally be taking my summer vacation the last possible minute. So I may or may not be online, but I know that I won't be the week that I'm on vacation. So next week is going to be a potential for a show. It may be condensed a little bit, but we'll see how the week goes. Oh, okay. There you go. Just shoot me an email with your info. I don't keep that information, so I do need you to send it to me again, and then I'll send you tracking and everything like that and get this out to you, my man. Congrats. Yes, I cannot wait. Going to the beach, Anissa. Man, it's just felt like forever to get here. I told my wife we were in the store the other day. I was like, they're putting out Halloween candy, and we're getting ready to go, not next week, but the week after that on our beach vacation. Crazy, crazy. Oh, it wasn't planned last minute. It was done at the tail end of summer because it's the cheapest time to go. So, if I said last minute, that wasn't what I was trying to say. I apologize. I was trying to say it's at the tail end of summer, and we're doing the beach vacation. Yeah, and everybody's getting to go too. Oh, okay. So if I do at Gary again, it'll work? Nah, it doesn't work. It has to be at Yeah, it has to be at Bleed G Shooter. So your handle looks different than your username. I think that's even the case on my personal account, not my channel account, but my personal account. I think it's like that too because I didn't pick one. So like if you didn't pick your username, they issue you one, and it looks like this. So on my personal account, I have an issued name versus my actual user or my handle. Yeah, for real. It's substantially cheaper, especially because this year we're trying to bring all the kids up. The only one that couldn't make it is my oldest. He doesn't have enough time off and he needs to use it for something else anyway. But everybody else is going to be going, so it'll be me and my wife, two of our three kids, and then our daughter's fiance is going to be coming to hang out too. So we'll have a nice full house. This weekend, I'm actually going to try to go through and pick out like different board games, card games, and stuff like that. I'm really looking forward to it. We're going to spend all day at the beach, come home, stuff our faces, and play some games and stuff at night. I'm hoping for some really good weather. Keep your fingers crossed for me because I really hope that it's nice. I really want to be able to enjoy the full week. Yeah, I probably do. I don't go onto my personal account very much at all. It's funny because there's like some mountain bike related maintenance videos when I was dabbling a little bit on my personal account. But I really don't go on there. I think the last time I checked, I had like 69 subscribers that looked at those maintenance videos. I can't remember if my son's Scion TC car stereo install videos on there or on this one. I think it's on this one. I threw it out there. I was like, you never know who might need that. It's a real odd random video on my channel, but honestly, it got a ton of views. Yep, there's the email. Yep. Yeah, yeah. If they're the same, you can do it. Is it colder? Is that why you can't do it in October? Thanks, Betty. I appreciate it. I'm really looking forward to it. It's taken a really long, like, I have not had like a week off since the end of last year. So I'm really looking forward to it.
In the news, from Reuters, Vikings Sam Darnold to start preseason opener versus Raiders. Falcons wide receiver Rondale Moore out for season with knee injury. Bears Caleb Williams to make preseason debut versus Josh Allen. Bills and Jaguars sign UFL Defensive Player of Year Breeland speaks.
Anybody interested in any of that news? I don't even know if you could hear it. It was so far away. I was listening to Alexa tell me all the NFL news. Hold on. Reading the question. Coming back. How did you make your personal account as not your main so that you can receive gifted channel memberships? So I think I'm answering your question. On my JD for EDC channel, I subscribe under that channel as opposed to my personal. So I have two different accounts for YouTube. I have JD, my own account, and I don't subscribe to anything really for that. I think the only stuff that I subscribe to under that one is like mountain bike related stuff that I'm interested in, which I haven't been on there to watch in a while. I feel kind of bad, but it's tough. It's hard to do on two accounts. And then I have this account, which is tied to a different email address for the channel, the JD for EDC email address that was in here earlier. And I subscribe under that one. Then you got to link something that you can buy memberships with, so a credit card or a PayPal or something to that degree. And then when you've set it up to where you can buy your own memberships, that'll allow you to get gifted memberships. I'm not saying you got to buy a membership, but you got to get to that point to where you could if you wanted to. And then once you get it to that point, you should be able to receive memberships. I also think that there is something else within YouTube where you have to say that you want to allow to receive gifts, but I'm not 100% sure on that because I've tried to research this for someone else. Hey, Blade Shooter, if you're reading the comments, Dwayne's dropped my email address in there twice, and also it's in the description. So if you look in the description of this live stream that we're in right now, it's also in there as well, or it should be, I think. I don't believe I changed the description. So hang on, let me move this over here. Actually, if I back out, I think that cancels the live stream, I think. But you should be able to see it in the description. Or if you want to use the pinned comment and open that in another window, it should be in the description there as well. Yes, yeah, yeah. So my personal email address is attached to JD's YouTube account, and then my channel email's attached to my channel account. A lot of hikers that we have wanted to. Oh, okay. A lot of hikes, not hikers. Sorry. Just have. I saw I had to move. I was reading it over here, and it's a much smaller print than if I actually read it like y'all are reading it. Well, not peak season, but they're mean and just close it when they want. Oh, that is no good. Oh, you know what else I need to be doing? I need to order something to eat because my wife is waiting on me to hang out tonight. She got home on time. So while we're talking, if y'all don't mind, I'm gonna place a little order for some food so that when I'm actually done, it'll be here. All right. Recent orders. There she goes. Order again. And I'm going to order two so I have one for lunch tomorrow so I don't have to cook. And it's raining, so I'll do a nice tip. Sorry, guys. Had to order some dinner. Oops, and I locked it. Let's try that again. We're going to check out with Apple and all set. Dinner that fast, that easy, so I don't have to worry about it later. Uh, ah. So the park closest to me that I can do some hiking behind me is Pocahontas State Park. It's a really nice park. It's literally right behind our neighborhood, but you got to go to the front and go all the way around because there's no exit out the rear to get there. Anyway, really nice park. I do a lot of mountain biking over there, but they have some hiking trails, but my wife and I have not had the time to go back. But I definitely want to be able to go back with her and explore a little bit more. It's been really nice. Dwayne says hello. I will pass it along when I see her in a little bit. Hey, what's going on, Helpful with Gadgets? How you doing tonight?
Hello there.
You getting the lush, my friend? Are you going after one of those lushes out there? I gotta ask my wife what she thinks about the gray nip light. See if she's digging it or not. Oh no, Paul, I'm sorry, man. I won't talk about it no more. I know how you must feel. I had a procedure that I had not too long ago where I couldn't eat from the previous night all the way up until that next afternoon. It definitely is no fun, my man. I hope it goes well. I hope you have a good surgery, and I hope that you're able to eat something shortly after that surgery. You have four near you? That's nice. I don't know that I have that many state parks near me. So what's really close is Pocahontas State Park, and then we have a lake that's like 30 minutes past that, but it's a state park lake where well, you can get in on private docks into that lake, but they have a public park right kind of there as well that you can go to. It's really kind of neat. Death Valley National Park. Oh yeah, yeah. Is that the one that gets really hot? I think you said it gets to like some ridiculous number. Wasn't it like 130 or something like that? That you said that one gets to? Jay does a. I keep forgetting to take pictures of this. Do you think it's possible at all to do the frost in that type of inlay? I think the only thing that worries me a little bit is not like it's not a symmetrical pattern. The only cutouts are the ones that you see on the top there, and then there's a hidden screw back here on the inside as well. It's slightly contoured, but there's no micro milling or anything on it. So I keep forgetting to send the pictures to you. When I see your name here on the chats, I'm like, told him I'd send the pictures because I know you said uh, you would check it out, but I don't know that you said that you could. There was something else I was going to ask you about too. I knew it. That is the one that you were talking about. World record of 134.5. I know you said it was high. You've mentioned it before, and I'm like, oh, I don't think so. I don't think so. Anybody going to be, did anybody say if they were getting the Lush and I missed it? Recorded a couple videos today. Going to upload them here in a little bit. Okay, cool. Guys, check out some new content coming from Grizzly Bear Leather. And hello. If I didn't say hello, I don't think I've said hello to you tonight. I didn't realize that you were in here. I apologize. I must have skipped right over it. Sounds good, Blade Shooter. I'm probably going to eat a little dinner and hang out with the wife, and then in the morning I will probably get the label taken care of and get that out to you, my friend. I got a couple other labels I got to do anyway, so c'est la vie, right? Do it all at once. It's a warning. I think you said your books are closed, so just let me know when I can send that in when you lighten up a little bit. And you can have a look at it before you order anything. If you can't do it, you can't do it. If you feel like you can, then great. But if not, don't feel pressured, man. I like the scales that are on there. All I'm trying to do it is match it to the 9, but it's not like a must-have type thing. I just keep forgetting to ask you or send you the pictures rather. Every 6 months. Every 6 months. They've been watching my wisdom teeth since I was in my 20s, and they're fully grown in and regularly used and cleaned, so I don't know what they're watching for, but that's what they watch for on me. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up for the evening. I appreciate you all hanging out and listening to me chat and chatting with me in the chat. And if anybody's going to be hanging out later on Lefties Live, I will definitely chat with you in that chat, in case you didn't have enough chat. All right, guys. I hope you have a fantastic week. Have a great weekend. Stay safe if you're getting any of these storms like I'm getting, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.